Okay, people of God. I just ran across something. I'm studying right now, and in First John, in a letter that he wrote, he's saying, you know, that if we ask anything according to His will, He hears us, and if we know that He hears us, whatever we ask, we know that we have what we ask of Him. If you see any brother or sister commit a sin that does not lead to death, you should pray and God will give them life. I refer to those whose sin does not lead to death. There is a sin that leads to death. I am not saying that you should pray about that. All wrongdoing is sin, and there is sin that does not lead to death. Okay, so when I go over here, verse 21, dear children, keep yourselves from idols. And y'all, just what Papa has placed on my heart, just watching on YouTube and just hearing in like everybody is, I'm not gonna say everybody, but there's people that's caught up, and all you hear them talking about is Trump being reinstated and how the election was rigged, and then you hear about all of this other stuff. And I just believe in my heart that is a form of idolization. And these are people of, they claim to be prophets, and they have huge platforms. And I just, in my heart, feel like they borderline idolizing these things, when right now the only thing we should be focusing on is the kingdom and what matters to the kingdom. And that's saving souls. That's speaking God's truth. Regardless of X, Y, and Z. If it's not edifying and exhorting God, then we shouldn't be giving attention to it. But I just wanted to get on here and just say that, and it's not a shot to anybody. This is just like a warning, a wake-up call. Like, you have to be mindful. We have to be mindful of what we are giving our attention to. Because I do feel like the enemy is using certain people to keep this stuff up, because none of this matters to the kingdom, whether he won or he didn't win. But see, I guess when when you're basing prophecies off of these things, I guess that's what you have to, that's what your message is around. And I'm not going to sit up here and say whether they hearing from God or not. I just know the message that he's telling me. And it has nothing to do with politics, but I'm going to stay in my lane and do what it is he tells me to do. But I just want to encourage somebody to not get caught up in these worldly debates and things like that. If God intends on him to come back into office, he's going to come back regardless if they stole it or not. But that's not what we should be putting our focus on. So you all be encouraged, and until he gives me something else, I love y'all.